So hi everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to see how to create a static web hosting or a static website using S3 bucket in AWS. And now we are going to create one S3 bucket and to put into that some objects related to HTML files, some images, and try to open that static website. Miss what we can share our static web hosting website to our colleagues, our friends, what we created easily and using S3 bucket into AWS cloud. If you are watching this video first time, please subscribe this channel for content related DevOps and cloud. So let's go to our AWS console directly and create some HTML file web hosting, static web hosting site on AWS cloud and put something into S3 bucket. Okay, so this is our AWS console. Let's go to S3 directly from here. Now I'm going to create one S3 bucket. Into that I'm going to put my HTML files and try to host static website. So first we have to create, let's give name Shri static web host. Okay, here the option is block public access setting for this bucket. Now we are going to create a bucket that is accessible to everyone. So here block all public access, untick this option. I'm going to untick this. After that, okay, I acknowledge that the current setting might result in this bucket and object within becoming public, means I'm going to public this one. After that, no tags. Okay, and just create bucket. And now I'm going to put my object into this bucket. Okay, I have this bucket Shri static web host bucket we created here. In that bucket I'm going to put upload some files. I have already created my HTML file, index file, and that file I'm going to add into this bucket. See, error file, image file, and index file. So I'm going to put these all files. First, we are going to add only index and this image. We can do this like this also, or you can add file from here also. It is possible. We can add from here also. Now permissions and properties are important here. We have to give permission and properties related all the tags settings we have to do here. But now I am just uploading this one and trying to access that HTML file first, and we will get some error, or it will be displayed directly or not. We will see. Okay, see, here is the option. Because this is a HTML file, that's why this arrow is showing here. You can click directly on this. See, we are getting here object URL. So when we copy this and paste, access is denied because I never given permissions related to my bucket to access publicly. So it is not completely done by me inside bucket. So we have to give some permissions and never created policies related to our bucket. What are the content objects in that bucket? We never created any permissions, any policies related to that. We have to first create policies and permissions, then only it will be accessible to others. Three static web host in that, and also properties related to bucket. That bucket we created, that also required to put here. So here when we go downside, here is the option static web hosting. This is disabled. Static web hosting is disabled. We have to edit this one. So edit and enable this option. When we enable, here we are getting what is required while hosting. Like, see, use this bucket to host a website or redirect request. For redirect this request, it is required to put here index document. So here we have to specify name index.html. It is required to put the exact name of index document what we included into our S3 bucket. So we have to give name exactly that we put into our S3 bucket. I created an object into my S3 bucket is index.html. Save changes. Okay, and just refresh this. Okay, again I am getting error here. So what is happening now? Why this is happening? Why we are getting error here? Why we are getting error here? Because we never created policies related to our bucket content, bucket objects we included into our S3 bucket. For that, go to your permissions. In that policy, edit policy, we got bucket AR in here. We have to copy this one and see policy generator. Okay, so why we are not getting get object option here? Because we never said here select type of policy. Which type of policy? S3 bucket related policy. Now star, okay, actions, get object, get object. We said here one action selected and copy this ARN related to our bucket here. Okay, Shri static web hosting add statement. See, get object allowed principal allowed to all objects into S3 bucket. Get object for our resource, this one, and generate policy. This is our policy generated here. We can copy this policy and paste here. See, we have ID policy, ID version statement. Set action. Action is S3 bucket get object into S3 bucket and effects allowed. Here resource and colon star to all, allowed to all. The meaning is allowed to all and save changes. These changes are saved here and now it is possible or not. Let's see, refresh the page. Okay, here I am getting Sridhar Desai, Mumbai, Maharashtra, all these options here available. What I created here, this type of options we get here. Now it's working, but the image is not showing here. Here we have some error related to our image. So this error is related to my bucket object in see image.png.png. So let's solve this problem. We have to delete this permanently. So delete, I'm deleting this. Now again I am trying to upload my files here. Okay, this one and this one. Yeah, both the files uploaded with some editing. Now close and refresh. Okay, so I'm getting my exact page what I want with image and contents what I included into my S3 bucket. Here I included my image, my index, and this image link is in my HTML file. That's why this one is giving like this result. Previously I'm getting error. We have to solve errors. See, again I'm refreshing this one. Here also error is solved now. Now we solve our error, but when we get something different error. Now consider here someone is trying to search like shri.html and enter. This one is showing error like this, access denied, not type of file available, not type of web hosting we created, not that type of content available. Here we have error document. This is written when an error occurs. Here we can give error dot html. Okay, save these changes, but we never included any error HTML related document in your object. Let's see when error related. See, again this one is showing, we already seen that. So we have to include our error.html file when something different is trying to access here. What type of page? I don't want this type of page here. So I'm going to include the error HTML created file here and upload. Now we have three files, one image file, two HTML file, one index.html and one error.html. So this is all about how we can create our static web hosting, how we can create website, static website. What are the requirements at the beginner level and what is the path to follow while doing cloud course, or what is required to do while doing DevOps related things. So like, share and subscribe this channel, and next video we are going to see lots more of things related to cloud and DevOps.